Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host Mostly. The chat is up and running. How's everybody doing today? The chat is up and running. How's everybody doing today? Sound checks out good. So, what's going on, people? What's on your mind? Life is good. I'm thinking it's like Wednesday, as we call it here in the United States. It's hump day, meaning the middle of the week. I got big plans for Friday, but nothing going on the rest of the week. What about you guys? Well, I got the numbers off of yesterday's show. I thought it looked pretty good. Had 10 concurrent viewers, and by the end of the evening, we had 20 views. That's progress. We're moving forward. Near as I can tell, we're being marketed internationally to start out with. We've got viewers from Indonesia, Turkey, Latvia, England, United Kingdom. Still looking for Australia. Australia's running late, I guess. They'll get here eventually. Maybe some New Zealand too. It's nice. I'm happy. So what's going on with you guys? It warmed up a little bit here. We're in the 40s today, which is a good thing. Well, we still got leaves that got to fall off the trees yet. It got real cold, real early, and now it's warming up again. We'll probably have snow again by Thanksgiving. Just a guess. I haven't looked at any weather reports. So what's going on with you guys? What's on your mind today? What would you like to discuss? Afternoon chat belongs to the people in the chat room. They determine their topic. There's nothing preset, no predetermined topics. The hours, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone is welcome. This is a 100% free show. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not running for political office. I'm not trying to become an online influencer. I'm just simply trying to talk to people, find out what's on their mind, give them a chance to voice their opinions. No midstream ads, no commercials of any kind, no upsell. I'm not coming out with a line of merch. Okay. You guys are in control of this show. Discuss anything you want. If I was going to rant, I'd already started. I'm trying to exercise self-control. You guys determine where we go with this show, not me. If it was up to me, it would not be a political show. It'd probably be more friendship. My whole live and let live policy. It's not your place to try to control your neighbor. You got to let people do what people want to do. We all have common ground. We're all human beings on the one planet that we got. But as human beings, we fall into the rabbit hole of trying to manipulate and control others to make them do just like we do. It's not going to work. I don't know if you've ever had kids. Once your kids start growing up, you cannot control what they do. They make their own choices. Hantu Nunu shows up in the chat. Welcome, my friend. Good afternoon. Football versus rugby. Interesting. Huge differences. Huge. Player number 4 and number 92 will become starter in Lions versus the Eagles. I don't know all of the players' numbers. I do know most of their names. If I'm guessing, 92 would be Ahmed Hassanin. Oh, Mike Kimber put out a video. Yeah, he does. I'd say at least 6 videos a week, all season long. Very hardworking man. If you give me the names of numbers 4 and 92, I can tell you more about them. What position they play, or who's out, who they're filling in for, that kind of stuff. It's going to be a good game. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, so they're defending champions. Yeah, I identify with Mike Kimber on a lot of levels. We're both from Southwest Michigan, or live in Southwest Michigan, I should say. I believe he was originally born in Oregon. But single father, right? DJ Reed and Marcus Davenport. Okay. Well, DJ Reed is probably one of the best cornerbacks in pro football. You can't do a top 10 list without putting him on there. And Marcus Davenport, very talented young man, but he is somewhat injury prone. Both of them are very, very capable. I know every player on the Lions team, not personally, but following their stats and seeing them on film. I know the entire 53-man roster. I don't know what music he listens to, but I know that Mr. Reed is a very, very talented individual. He's what we call sticky. A little American slang for you there. Sticky means that he sticks to you like he's been glued to you. Okay. If you're an opposing wide receiver and you go out for a pass and you're getting covered by DJ Reed, he's going to be about this far from you. Well, they are different shades of black. I'm not trying to hide, but I'm also not trying to do laundry every day. I generally alternate gray t-shirt, black t-shirt, gray t-shirt, black t-shirt. Hand to Nunu, cracking jokes, 50 Shades of Black. Let's keep it clean. Well, the black t-shirt makes the beard show up, I guess, a little bit. It's out of control right now. And DJ Reed is one of my favorite players on defense. Thank you for the compliment. You're trying to butter me up today or what? Marcus Davenport. He's got the right mentality and the right work ethic, but he just seems to get injured a lot. Since becoming a Detroit Lion, I think he has missed more games than he has played. And don't get me wrong, that's not his fault. Injuries are devastating. And I don't wish them on anybody, including the teams that we're playing. I say we like I'm on the team. I am biased. A calm and fierce face? I would agree. I wish there were no injuries in sports, in any sport. These young men work extremely hard to get where they are. And one injury can sideline them for an entire season sometimes. The rehabilitation coming back from injury is extremely gruesome and hard work. I'm on my Gatorade already. Yeah, it's horrible. One of the worst ones that confuses me is the hamstring pull. No, I'm already on my Kickapoo Joy Juice here, my Gatorade. I finished my Dr. Pepper already. No nap today. I slept in till 10:30. That bed felt good this morning. I didn't want to get up. What can I tell you? Yeah, I'm wondering why can't they do something to avoid this injury? It's so common and it's so devastating. I don't know if you've ever pulled a hamstring. I have. No, I'm not trying to avoid anyone. the older you get, the more you enjoy your sleep time. Its value increases. Well, I'm glad that you like the show. I like having you on the show. You're one of our best guest stars to date. So I had a hamstring injury. I ended up on crutches for 2 weeks. And I was never a professional athlete. I went out for flag football, and I'd say 1 hour into the first practice, I pulled a hamstring and it left me on crutches for 2 weeks. Yeah, only with flags instead of tackle. I enjoyed playing sports in my youth. I was a wide receiver. I was very fast and quick. I did not have endurance, probably because of my smoking. Okay, let's keep it real, right? No, flag football, you don't wear anything except shoes. Some players wear cleats. It's flag football is supposed to be no contact. Yeah. Well, I knew I was never going to be a professional athlete, but I still enjoyed sports. Yeah. Flag football is no contact for exactly the reason that, less injuries, less people getting hurt. But you can still pull a muscle. But I would think that with all these physical trainers and all the doctors and everything that the NFL, while the pro athletes have at their disposal, somebody would come up with something to stop the hamstring injury from ever happening. Same way, touchdown. I enjoy all sports, but when it comes to professional sports, I enjoy watching the Lions over everything. Are you sure DJ Reed has been activated for this week's game? Because that would be a real plus for the Lions. He had an injury this year that actually it had a plus and a minus. The plus was that because he missed so much time with his injury, that Detroit gets a compensation pick. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Mike's show yet today. I'll see it tonight after dinner. The bad part of his injury was that he missed time. The good part was because he missed so much time, Detroit will be compensated in next season's draft. I believe they'll get a 4th-round pick. They're probably a mouth guard to keep them from losing their teeth. And it's same thing boxers wear. It's just an insert that goes up over your teeth to keep them from smashing together and breaking. Some of them are colored, some of them are clear. Well, you got to protect your teeth. You could have an incidental contact where you got two players running opposite directions that accidentally run into one another because they're both looking somewhere other than where they're running. They collide and they can get seriously injured. That mouth guard will help protect their teeth. Yeah, they're trying to get flag football put into the Olympics. I believe, anyways. Rugby is more physical with less padding, less protections. Much more physical. There's also Australian rules football. Football is very popular here. They're working on presenting it to the rest of the world, and eventually the rest of the world might get into it. It is very brutal. Just because the sport is brutal don't mean that people can't enjoy it. Yeah. CTE. From repeated blows to the head. The Lions have a player that's in concussion protocol this week. It's unclear if he will play. His name's Terrion Arnold. No, they do not. Rugby either. Terrion. First name Terrion. last name Arnold. He's in concussion protocol this week. That means the doctors check him every day, and they must see improvement or he will not play this weekend. The doctors control the situation. Their goal is to keep the player healthy. They don't want to put him out there too soon and let him re-injure. It's to protect their health. Yeah, I don't think they'll decide whether he's able to play until Thursday or Friday. Now, the problem with doctors is they're just practicing. We're the guinea pigs. $11 players on each side, but 53 players on each team. It starts with 90 players in the spring. Spring training, they invite 90 players to play and practice. Of those 90, they select 53 that will stay as the core of the team. Of the ones that they dismiss that are not in the 53, they get 16 practice team players. The teams on the practice team can be poached by other teams. But when they poach them off of your practice squad, they must go to their 53-man roster. But you only get 53 per team. You have to have 11 on offense and 11 on defense, minimum. Yes, but that's because there's less money in rugby. American football has a lot of money. Flag football, very little money. Depends. Flag football could be 7-on-7. Or it could be 11-on-11. I suppose that would depend on their pool of players that they have. They practice, the NFL football practices with some 7-on-7 drills. In the 7-on-7, you want some contact, but not a lot of contact. Do you play sports? I never played soccer, but my son used to. Futsal. I used to like to compete when I was a young man. I played baseball, softball, basketball. I like to compete in many areas. I played golf. I shot archery. I don't do any sports anymore. Now I'm only a fan. Archery is a lot of fun. But the equipment can be kind of pricey. Same as golf. Oh, you mean to substitute during the game? Yes. But you only have your 53-man roster to select from. Your attention to detail still astounds me. When I shot archery, I used a compound bow. Yes, but they're not all on the field at the same time. In American football, you have a 53-man roster, but only 11 can be on the field at any one time, whether offense or defense. Okay, what? Is there a term of stop and start episodic and strategic? I'm not sure what you mean by stop and start. Yes. The whistle. The whistle controls the start and the stop. The referee's whistle. The one in possession, the team in possession of the ball when it stopped, unless they are short of their goal. I know that's not going to make any sense. All right. You have 4 downs of which to take the ball to the first down yard marker. Okay. If I fail to get to that yard marker within the 4 downs, I lose possession of the ball to the other team. The field is 100 yards, but from start to finish is 10 yards for the first down. 1st and 10 means first down, 10 yards to go to get to another first down. If within the 4 downs, I don't get that 10 yard to that 10 yard marker, I must give up the ball to the other team. The referee takes the ball, sets it on the line of scrimmage, and then blows his whistle to start the play. Yes, except in the final 5 minutes of each half. In the final 5 minutes of each half, the clock can be stopped automatically by an incomplete pass or the player stepping out of bounds before he gets tackled. Yeah, there's a lot of exceptions. I apologize for the exceptions. The entire game clock, there are 4 15-minute quarters. At the end of the second quarter and at the end of the fourth quarter, the final 5 minutes of each, the rules for the clock change slightly. And at the same time, both teams have 3 timeouts per half, times where they can stop the clock. "15 minutes a quarter, 30 minutes a half, 1 hour of game time for the entire game." Halftime is the 20-minute break in between the first half and the second half. The reason the clock changes at the end of the half and the end of the game gives you more time. It takes 3.5 hours to play a football game, even though there's only 1 hour on the game clock. Not only are there television timeouts, there are referee timeouts, and there are the team timeouts. Three and a half hours for the competition is a lot. 3.5 hours when you include the halftime. Yes, that's a long game. So your athletes not only have to be fast, but they have to be able to do the endurance. Exactly. That's why they practice and they train so hard, is to gain the strength for the endurance. Yes. But the spectators at the game can go get food and eat. At each stadium, there's a concourse. Thank you. On the concourse, there will be shops that sell food and beverage. I'm glad you're taking an interest in football. And I also hope that you will like my team, the Lions. Yes, it's high price food and beverage, but it is there. It's convenient. I enjoy watching the Lions a lot, and I think you will too. There's two players you need to watch on the Lions. Oh, that's cool. Number 0 and number 1. It's Hawaiian blue and silver. Yeah, number 0, man's name is Jahmyr Gibbs. And number 1, Jameson Williams. No. Jared Goff is number 16. He's our quarterback. Number 1 is Jameson Williams. And number 0 is Jahmyr Gibbs. And they will be the 2 fastest players on the team. No matter where you are on the field, you give one of them the ball, and he can outrun everyone on the field and get to a touchdown. Both of these players are very, very, very fast. Yes, they both changed their numbers. Jahmyr Gibbs was 26. And Jameson Williams, I believe, was number 6. And they both changed their numbers the beginning of the season this year. I think it was 6. Personal preference. They wanted to change and the numbers were available, so they changed. There are some rules for what players can have what numbers that are league wide, but there are also some numbers that are retired by individual teams because of former great players that wore that number. Yes, they retire those numbers out of respect for a former player. No, the maximum is 2 digits. Stops at 99. Only 2 digits or less. Yeah. All the cool guys drink Gatorade. Yeah. I think that they should make an exception. Oh, I think you're cool, Nunu. You're allowed to have any favorite you want. No, I think they should make an exception for the owner of the Detroit Lions. Her name is Martha Ford, and she's 100 years old. I think they should make her jersey number 100. Personal opinion. Yes. Well, I have a 2-digit favorite number that could be two numbers. I like 37 and I like 73. No, I'm not consumed by blackjack. They're both prime numbers. What is 3 times 7? 21. What is 7 times 3? 21. But I'm not obsessed with blackjack. I'm glad I was able to entertain you today. Two and 19. That's interesting. Does that have to do with your birth date? Makes sense. Whatever trips your trigger just tickles me plumb to death. The 19th. You were born on the 19th. I don't color my hair. This is natural color. It's getting close to your birthday. I don't color my hair. No, I've never dyed my hair. I was thinking I might dye my mustache or my beard. So I didn't look so old. Now, what day of the week is the 19th going to be on? Oh, I don't go to a barber. Can't you tell? Oh, well, then we will be streaming on your birthday. I will sing happy birthday to you. Well, yeah, you can sing to your friends, it's allowed. Oh, don't say that. You are far from being old, my friend. Okay? A long way from being old. You've only lived 1/3 of your life. Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. No, you're not old. You're still young. You smell like an old skin. Oh. Nice sense of humor. Okay. That game nowadays have skins, right? Oh, you're talking about uniforms in video games? Yeah, I hate uniforms. Yeah, and I did not do anything to get any new uniforms. It did not interest me. No, I like Kevin. He wears a uniform for his work. Yeah, he's a soldier. But that's for work. A lot of people's jobs require them to wear a uniform. I don't want everyone to look the same. I want everyone to look different. I celebrate being unique. I like to be different than everyone else. I remember working in the casino. I worked for one outfit, and their work uniform for their dealers was a hot pink shirt made of polyester. I hated this shirt. Well, you should be able to wear just nice clothing, period. They should allow you to be an individual. It's like when I got into casino management, The one casino had a rule: you must wear a black suit every Saturday. I said no. I wear a black suit to a funeral, okay, not to work. You're entitled to your opinion. I will never argue that with you. If the nurses are wearing bikinis, maybe you get healthy faster. Thank you. I try. Yeah, we had real good viewership on this show yesterday. I told you that, right? My sister is a nurse in Florida and she wears scrubs. Scrubs. Yes. That's what they call a doctor's shirt or a nurse's shirt, scrubs. I don't know how they came up with that name for those, but they did. Congratulations on 1 hour of chatting. Well, I don't know about the hazard outfit, but I've never seen a nurse in a bikini. But maybe what would you do if that nurse turned it around and said, "Oh, the patient must wear a bikini"? How would you feel about that? You have a national newspaper? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Makes my mind think of ideas. The U.S. does not have a national newspaper. Well, I'm thinking maybe America needs a national newspaper. Ah, I see. Oh, I understand that. And I'm not talking about the government owning it either. I'm talking about me. Ghost Mostly Media could start a national news show. No propaganda. It's a thought. If you do that on a YouTube search, you should get me. I wonder who the other one is. Ah, I wonder, was he there before I got there? I think it should be Ghost Mostly. Personal preference. Who was there first? I demand to know. Probably him. I have not been online that long. Yeah, see, he was on there first. It's just a shame he had his name backwards. I think Ghost Mostly Media, only me. Try Ghost Mostly, but put it in parentheses. Should be only me. And I like to be unique. You know this. I have always been unique. That was my plan. Always try to be unique. Very nice. So type in hand to Nunu. See what pops up. Yeah, a very popular name. Okay. I won't. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I don't. You're the one that pays attention to detail, not me. I think you are unique. Ah, yeah. You never know. You never know until you do the search what you will find. I didn't search on YouTube when I came up with Ghost Mostly Media. I did a search on Michigan uh, business licenses. I want to make sure I was the only one. I don't know. Maybe I should do a national news show. Why, thank you. I'm thinking maybe it is. I'm not going to rush. I need to get my channel monetized first. Well, I think if I did a national news show, I don't think it would be me. I think I would hire someone. But I have no rush because I have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. No, it's a lie. I'm sorry. The United States president lies many times per day. He thinks that is in his job description. He will not give us any money. No. He's a politician. He thinks he needs to lie. He does not understand. No, there will be no dividend. There will not be any tax cut. There will be nothing. It's all a lie. I apologize. The American president lies every day. He thinks that is his job description. In my opinion. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, the American president is I'll say morally and ethically deficient. That's good. Good for the Indonesian president and good for the people. I understand that. I believe that when you send a child to school, they should prepare a meal and feed that child as a way of rewarding that child for doing good work. Personal opinion. I consider schooling for children to be like a job, their responsibility. If you feed the child, he gets reward for his hard work. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Food preparation must be clean and sanitary. Must be. And everything must be cooked perfectly. Yeah. It's nice that they get the free beverage. But they should probably give them water, not milk. What is the average height there? I would guess probably 5'6". My guess. I'm not sure that is true. I'm not sure milk makes you get more height. Yeah, 5'6". I'm not sure what that is in centimeters. Maybe 168 centimeters. My guess. Ah, 166. I was close. Yeah. I wonder what that is. That's probably 154 for women. That's probably what, 5'3" perhaps. Okay. So your men in your country are slightly taller than the women. That's probably good. Oh, you're a giant. I think milk makes your bones stronger, but I'm not sure there's a correlation that makes you grow taller. That's nice, as long as it's fresh milk. You spend too much time online, Nunu. Okay. Milk must be pasteurized. And that gives it a shelf life with an expiration date. I don't see nothing wrong with that. 2 years old, no problem. Personal opinion. Your mother's milk helps you build your immune system, helps keep you healthy. Because when you're very young and an infant, you have no resistance to bacterias and germs and disease. Yeah, I believe so. But formula is better than nothing at all. In my opinion. But I have an interesting story about milk. My younger brother, when he was a baby, he was allergic to milk. Could not drink it. If he drank milk, he got very, very sick, near death. Later in life, he outgrew the allergy, and now he can drink milk. But back when he was young, there was no soy milk, no almond milk, no oatmeal milk. That had not been invented yet. He outgrew the allergy and now he can drink milk. I don't think so. My brother is 5 years younger than me, so he's 63 now. Rabbit meat? Wow. I've never heard of that as an allergy. I used to eat rabbit all the time. Yes. Yeah, I liked rabbit. When I used to hunt, I would hunt rabbit and then I would take that to my job as my lunch. Everybody's sitting around eating sandwiches. I'm eating fresh rabbit. I wonder what it is about the rabbit that you're allergic to. Yeah, I don't know what that could be. I mean, one type of meat very similar to other types of meat. Can you eat duck? Psychological? A psychological allergic reaction? Is that a thing? Oh, shrimp allergy? That I've heard of. I think that's more common. Yeah, I like duck. I had duck on a pizza a few years back. My son took me to, my oldest son took me to a restaurant and ordered duck pizza. Yeah, first time I'd ever had duck on a pizza. It was good. I don't know what's going on with Ordek. We haven't heard from him in a couple of days. I hope he's okay. You know, they have issues there in Latvia where he's at. It's very dangerous. In America, you can get anything on a pizza. I know. I don't like anchovies or sardines. Speaking of anchovies, how was your fish last night? Your fish meal? Was it good? No. Oh, I'm sorry. I had chicken. I had one chicken breast and 9 chicken wings. Well, you got to eat something. I didn't even make them last night. I bought them at a grocery store already made, and then I brought them home, put them in the fridge, and then when I had dinner last night, I just microwaved, hit the button. I will have hamburger tonight. Goat skewers sound delicious to me. Okay. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, my shoulder is sore today. It's getting old. Yeah, I won't have a bun tonight. I will just make the patty and I will probably fry up some potatoes with it. No, I did not nap today. The shoulder is sore because I'm an old man. Okay. Old age disease. Yeah, I will just make like a half-pound hamburger patty and fry up a couple of potatoes. That'll be good for tonight. I know I'm pretty, but I ain't young. But thank you. Yeah, what are you going to have tonight? A video about a hamburger patty sounds boring. A pattyless hamburger. That's not a hamburger. That's a bread sandwich. They have turkey burger here now. I have not tried it. You should eat your father's shrimp and have him eat rabbit. Yeah, they have turkey burger, turkey bacon. I have not tried either one. Yeah, I would give it to my sister too. You know, you got to be nice to your sister. My father will drive to Florida next week to be with one of my sisters for Thanksgiving. I always try to look out for my sisters. Yeah. Yeah. My sister lives in Florida. And my father is going to drive down there, spend the holiday with her, and then drive back. Yep. She's a nurse. Yeah. Messie's pretty famous. Yeah. Yeah. Beckham, too. The original was Pele. I think for these world class athletes, I think they are famous all the way around the planet. Well, I don't think you get that much American news. Yeah. Muhammad Ali was my favorite. I'll tell you something. When he lit that Olympic torch, I cried a little bit, made my eyes water. So proud of that man. Yeah, I think they have one of his younger brothers. I think it's one of his younger brothers or something. Well, and maybe it's one of his younger brother's kids or something. I didn't watch it. I just saw it go by. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson is dead, so I didn't pay that much attention. No, I think he's Michael's brother's child. No, not really. Michael Jackson, as famous as he was a child molester, a pedophile. Not good. I don't care how good your music are or is or was, you should not have sex with children. Yes, I know of Freddie Mercury. I know his music very well. He's also dead. but I have not seen his movie. Freddie Mercury was an amazing talent. Yeah. And that's why it doesn't interest me. Which American Super Bowl amazed me the most? Let's see. I don't know about amazed me the most. I can tell you about one that made me the happiest. I think it was 1988, maybe 1989. It was San Francisco playing the Cincinnati Bengals. (1988) or 1989. San Francisco 49ers played Cincinnati Bengals and made me the big winner. About 3 weeks before the end of the football season, I put a bet on San Francisco with the casino that paid 3-1. And then I held a Super Bowl party, invited all my friends over, and then I bet all of my friends, and I took Cincinnati plus 8.5 points. San Francisco wins the game, but not by less than 8 points. So I win from the casino and I win from all my friends at the same time. Double victory for me. I was very happy. It was nice. It was fun. There was also a third jackpot. I was playing fantasy football with some coworkers, and I won that too. It was a good year for me. Much winning. The halftime show this year at the next Super Bowl will be Bad Bunny. Very, very famous singer. Super Bowl 23, huh? Yeah, Bad Bunny is very famous. I hope that he plays his good music, and I hope that he sings in Spanish. They There are many bigots in America that are upset that Bad Bunny sings in Spanish and he's going to be doing the Super Bowl. Oh, I've never met him and I've never seen his concerts. Thank you, Nunu. 2 hours goes very fast. I don't pay attention. Yeah. And the bigots don't like it. So I like to piss off the bigots. Oh, I think this will be a great, great football game this week. Yeah, there doesn't have to be haters. There doesn't have to be prejudice. Prejudice and hate come from fear. You know, I've talked about fear. Yeah, hopefully the Lions will win big. Hopefully. Well, taxes are a totally different conversation, my brother. Okay. It's taxes are necessary, but at the same time, they're evil. Taxes are a bill that you never signed up for. Not good. They are necessary, but they are not good. All right. Yeah, taxes, not Texas. Big difference. Yes, Texas is good. Taxes are bad. The show is called Afternoon Chat. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. And you'll find this to be an inclusive channel where everyone is welcome. This is a free show. No midstream ads, no commercials, no sponsors. I'm not trying to sell you anything. The topics that we talk about are whatever you want to talk about as the people in the chat. There's no predetermined topics. But I end each show with a predetermined topic. And that's my philosophy to live and let live. There's only one planet, and all of us human beings need to tolerate each other and share it. Get along with one another. Live and let live. It's not your place to dictate how your neighbor lives his life. And vice versa, It's not your neighbor's place to dictate how you live your life. We all have common ground because we share the one planet. So we can always find common ground, but we need to be tolerant enough to allow each other to be different, to be unique, to be an individual. It's not my place to tell you how to live your life. I need to be tolerant of you and allow you to be different from me. I'm not your judge. I do not control you, and I should not control you. Vice versa, you do not control me, and you should not control me. Our news here in America is all propaganda now, and it's all meant to scare you. They want to scare you so that they can find you easier to separate and divide and manipulate. For instance, in our local news here in the United States, they tell you, if you're a Republican, they tell you that the Democrats are evil and they're conspiring against you. Vice versa, if you're a Democrat and you watch the news, they tell you that the Republicans are evil and they're conspiring against you. Newsflash, they are not. No one is conspiring against you. People are just simply trying to lead their own lives. How we get past that is by turning off the news. Stop watching it. Stop letting them scare you. Stop letting them control and manipulate you. That man they're telling you need to hate is not your enemy. He's your neighbor. You get nothing from hating the man. In order to get hate, you must have uncontrolled fear. Newsflash, adults control their fears. A little bit of fear is a good thing. Can keep you from getting hurt. Can keep you from making a poor decision and doing something dangerous that you should not be doing. A little bit of fear is good, can keep you alive. But uncontrolled fear, which makes you hate, there's no good there. You cannot build anything with your hate. You cannot build anything with your anger. So take control of them. Control your fears as an adult controls his fears. Go back to good old-fashioned dislike. There's no need to hate, and it will get you nothing. In my opinion. If your opinion differs, you'd like to discuss it, the show's here. Afternoon chat. Everyone is welcome, whether you agree with me or not. Our rules here are simple. Follow the community guidelines established by YouTube. This is the only platform I am on. So if we piss YouTube off, there's no show. So let's stay in good graces with YouTube and we can sit and have a discussion Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your opinion will be heard here. We will listen. I think everyone has a right to voice their opinion and to have their own opinion. In my opinion. That's a lot of opinions. I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Everyone is welcome. I need to ask you to like and subscribe. These are also free. I'll never ask you to do anything that costs you money. The more opinions we have on this show, the better off we are. The better our discussions. The only thing you can really do wrong is not have a good time. I'm an open book, but I'm not the star. The people in the chat are the stars. Guest stars are welcome. Come in, voice your opinion, discuss. We have a good time talking about everything. Today we talked about football for most of the show. I'm a Lions fan, so I like to talk about football. But that's not the only topic that's allowed. What's on your mind? Feel free to join the show and let us know. It's my philosophy to live and let live. Be nice to everybody all of the time. And I believe all that kindness, all that niceness comes back to you tenfold. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. I'll look for you tomorrow. Come see me. I appreciate you looking at the show. Come in and participate. Be a part of the show. You're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow at 3. Have a great day. Be nice to everyone. You'll like the result. See you tomorrow.